please remain standing as you're able for the reading of our gospel lesson. The gospel reading this morning comes to us from Matthew chapter 2, verses 13 through 15, and verses 19 through 23. After the visit of the Magi, Joseph and Mary departed to Egypt with their child. Now when the Magi had departed, an angel of God appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Rise, take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt and remain there till I tell you. For Herod is about to search for the child to destroy him." And Joseph rose and took the child and his mother by night and departed to Egypt and remained there until the death of Herod. This was to fulfill what God had spoken by the prophet, "Out of Egypt have I called my child." But when Herod died, an angel of God appeared to him in a dream to Joseph in Egypt, saying, "Rise, take the child and his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who sought the child's life are dead." And Joseph rose and took the child and his mother and went to the land of Israel. But hearing that Archelaus reigned over Judea in place of his father Herod, Joseph was afraid to go there, and being warned in a dream, withdrew to the district of Galilee. And Joseph went and dwelt in a city called Nazareth, that was spoken by the prophets might be fulfilled. There shall come forth a Nazarene. May God add understanding to the reading of this gospel.
Would you join me in singing the Gloria? The words are printed in the bulletin. Glory to the Maker.
Almighty God, I ask that you anoint my heart, anoint my lips. Remove myself from fears, concerns, and anxieties, and replace that with the movement of your Holy Spirit within me. Anoint my lips. Let the words I speak be what you would have for your people to hear this day on their faith journey. Amen. To dream the possible dream. Joseph had it kind of nice. Anytime he had a decision to make, God just appeared to him in a dream and told him what was to happen, and he did it. I don't get that lucky. Before I start the actual sermon this morning, I want to share with you that Reverend Blake Lassiter, who's a pastor in Eureka Springs, part of the United Methodist Church, posted on his welcoming page for his church this morning that in the year ahead we face a very divisive political election here in our country, and they face a very nasty split within the Methodist Church because they know it's going to happen. But he reminded the people, we are called to be the salt and the light of the earth. We are called to be the justice bearers. And that's who we are called to be. We hear this morning from the gospel lesson of the dream that Joseph had to take Mary and the Jesus child into Egypt. This was a dream that Joseph had so as to bring protection to his wife and his child. He knew that if they had stayed in their current location, they would be inviting the inevitable death of Jesus the child. The climate spread by the leaders in charge had made it clear that the children were to be put to death so as to protect the status quo of the political and religious practices of the day. I feel very strong that this is a message that must be shared from this pulpit and all pulpits as we end the year of 2019 and also enter into a new decade. We are called by God through the Scriptures to welcome the stranger, to feed the poor, to clothe the naked. We are called to be the workers of the vineyard of God's kingdom. We cannot wait till we get to heaven to see these things come to fruition. We must be about making this plane, this journey, a space of heaven for ourselves and for all those we meet. We have people wanting to gain entry into our country so as to find peace, safety, and the possibility of a better and brighter future. Look at the number of people trying to come here from places like Guatemala, Venezuela, and Mexico. These are everyday people just trying to fulfill for their families a dream that should not be the impossible dream, but a dream that is possible. This is not something that we should be ignoring. It is a mandate given to us by our very own Creator. It is a journey that was represented in the gospel as this holy family fled from their homeland to Egypt for safety. This is so very important and a call from God for each of us. We may not be able to go to the border and protect the sojourners trying to find refuge, but we can be in continual prayer for the safety and the protection. We can be active in supporting the other agencies and organizations that are suited for this kind of work, and they are able to provide protections that are needed by this vulnerable, sacred people. If you ever wonder what you do, if what you do makes a difference, think of yourself in the same situation of these on this journey to find a safer way of life. Ask yourself what it would mean to you if you were greeted with honor, respect, and encouragement. If we as a Christian organization can accept the birth of the Christ child who was himself an immigrant, then we should be willing to accept everyone the same way. Let us this next decade be one that is guided by mercy, peace, and justice. Let our lives be guided by these same sacred gifts. Remember, as you pack away the holiday season for another year, you cannot pack away the gift of the Christ child that you've already received. In case you didn't notice, in case you didn't check inside those swaddling clothes, there's not a return receipt. There's not a counter at Walmart that you can take that child back to. You can't say, I'm just kidding, it's not my size, I don't want it. It's not the right color, I don't want that one. Doesn't speak the right language, I don't want that one. Once you've accepted that Christ child, there is no return policy available, for the Spirit of God is within us. We have all been blessed, and we have so many more blessings to share with others along our journey. May each of you, as we end this year and start a new year and start a new decade, may you not be bound to dream the impossible dream, but dream the possible dream. For all things are possible through Christ who strengthens us. You are the salt and the light of the world. No one can dim that light, and no one can take away the flavor of that salt. That's a gift that you unwrapped the day you accepted the Christ child. For everybody listening, for everybody here, Happy New Year. I hope that you find and maintain health, peace, and prosperity all the days of your life. Amen.